This is exciting. Look how thick. Now there is water in there, but this is fun. So I've got a new Micelle water. Hi everybody, this is a Micelle water made with some of my leftover collaboration treats. And what I'm going to use this for, since collaboration is in everybody's minds and it's super fun, and the coronavirus is on everybody's minds, which is super not fun, I thought I'd give you another one of your options when it comes to creating your own totable waterless hand cleaners, avoiding things like triclosan if that's a concern for you. Now what I've done is I took about half a teaspoon of the blue leftover soap from my rebatching excursion, and I filled it with purified water. You can use distilled water. I have a deionizer, so I'm using that. And I didn't blend it. Now I'm going to show you why I didn't blend it. This is a solid soap. This is a sodium hydroxide solid soap. And one thing that sodium hydroxide solid soaps like to do is they like to crystallize. So they like to be solid. So I wanted to use the minimum amount necessary to create a quality micellar without having too much. See, all of this has settled out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it and add a preservative and then fragrance it how I will. And because I love how these look, they've got so much sparkle to them. I don't know why they have such a wonderful sparkle, they just do. I hope I can pick up on that for you to see. Now I'm going to be really careful so they don't even start to pour in the solid soap. And the reason I'm doing this is just to show that yes, you can make Micelle waters with a sodium hydroxide based soap, but this is still a real possibility because sodium soaps like to be solid. That's their purpose. Does that mean you can't make a Micelle water without a potassium soap? No, it doesn't. But if you are using a mixed lye soap, you're going to have some of the same issues. I have added the preservative, and the fragrance is rose. So we're going to pour most of this off and we're going to make a gel with this. So we'll see. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. I am just going to use a small portion of it though. So we are going to measure off 100 mils. And see if I want to try to turn it into a gel, and we'll see what happens when we add carbopol to it, which has been one of my favorite thickeners over the years, and see if that changes anything about it in a way that will allow us to utilize the soap as a cleanser, the micelles, and have it be a lighter coating, so it's not going to leave anything behind, and hopefully suspending the whole thing with the gel will prevent separation. We'll see if that happens. I am going to add, let's see, what did I decide to do with this one? I'm going to do this 100 million different ways. Now this one I am not going to add any alcohol to. We will do an alcohol based one with my vanilla extract, and so wait for that one. We'll do another hand sanitizer. I know this is the cold season, and with this very scary new virus that's out there, people are freaking out, and just know that you don't have to do anything more than just wash your hands a lot. That's sanitizing. If you do have a cold, please wear a covering over your mouth. It just protects everyone around you. All right, so let's get started with this. I'm going to add to this, let me grab my formulation. All right, so we got 400 mils. We're going to check the pH. and see where we need to go from there. So my hand sanitizer for this, 1.6. I have so many formulations to try out. It's so fun. Alrighty. All right, so for 400 mils, we need 1.6 grams of carbomer. So I thought that was right. I just needed to verify. So we're going to get my scale out, my itty bitty scale. And we're going to measure out carbopol. Now I got mine once, I got a bag of this from Lab Colors once. Making Cosmetics carries carbopol. Some of the other names it's known by are Polygel, Carbopol ETD, and its INCI is acrylate C10-30. The stuff flies all over the place, so I would recommend that you put on a mask or open it way away from your face. It's very light, like powdered sugar. See? Oh, we got 2 grams there. I need 1.6. More is not better in this case. 1.6. Now, this is a fun thing to work with. It requires a higher pH, which is good because we're working with water, with soap. Now we'll see what happens. We're going to dissolve some of it in water, and then we're going to add it to our soap solution, our Micelle solution. And we may not need to add any triethylalanine, TEA, which is usually what is necessary for creating these kind of gels, because soap is naturally more higher pH, has a higher pH. So let's just add it to some of this water. Or maybe we'll add the water to it and back and forth. We'll get it all mixed in eventually. I just don't want lumps. Lumps are hard to work out. All right. So I'm going to scrapey my teeny containers. Teeny containies. Oops. And we're going to add this to this. And look at that. It's set up as a gel. It's already a gel. It likes Micelle waters. This is awesome. So carbomer loves Micelle water. So you want to make an easy gel-based Micelle water. We got it here, baby. We gotcha. That is wonderful. I almost gave up on this project. I will have a collection of Micelle water recipes coming up. So if you want to play with the formulations, go ahead and try fill your boots. We're going to fill one of these up. The preservative, as stated earlier, has already been added. I don't know how easy this is going to be to fill into my containers. This is exciting. Look how thick that wonderful gel is. Now there is water in there, but this is fine. So I've got a new Micelle water, which is pretty freaking awesome. I am going to send a sample of this to my good friend Sabrina at Positively Probiotics, because she's going to get to be one of the first people to try this brand new product. I am just so excited. I can't believe this happens to me as often as it does. Sometimes when you're playing in your chemistry kitchen, you can combine ideas and come up with something fun. I hope that this gives you an option. This is a gel, so it's like a lotion when you use it on your skin. Let's just test it. So we'll just, I'm not going to put this back in, so what I'm going to do is do this, and I'm going to go ahead and move it over so we don't have any cross-contamination, and try out this Micelle water, this gel. Now what I'm going to do with this is try to make it into, and it's not soapy, it's not sticky. I'm going to go ahead and let it dry. This is part of the testing process. And see how it feels on my skin. I'm guessing it's going to be fine, but sometimes the carbomers can have a bit of a tacky feel, which makes them really great for things like hair gels and stuff. But we don't want this to feel like a tacky on our face. So I'm going to test this over the next couple of days on my face as a Micelle water. And we'll see how it goes. It's just a very, very low, yeah, this is great. I'm actually feeling like I want to rinse it off. So it may be one of those things where you're rinsing it off, but it's not a high setting product for cleansing. So this can be used again as a soap. But you need to, I don't know how this will work as a soap, because you've got to have something to attach it to. You could use it with cotton swabs as a Micelle water. We'll see how it functions as a Micelle water. I'm going to try it out. I've got my little container here for testing. Let's see if I can just figure out how to fill my containers. They seem to be low on syringes, so I'll be right back with my 60 ml syringe. All right, so my hands feel extremely clean. You can use it with or without water. I would suggest that you rinse, but it's not necessary. A lot of people use carbomer for facial preparations. I think I just saw one online. There was a sunshine soaps. Oh, I'll have to put a link. It's a really, really good video. She made a eye gel serum with caffeine. It was really, really good. I haven't tried her product yet. She didn't post a recipe. That's okay. If you're a Patreon supporter for her, she does make it available. And just like me, if you're an Etsy supporter, the recipes are all available. But I will give you a basic recipe. I need a bigger scoop. A bigger, better scoop. Here, that one's bigger. I don't know if it's better. I'm going to put my lid back on. It might be easier just to use a piping tool with a jelly tip if you've got one, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to make a few more of these and send them out. Rose is the rose essential oil is the one in here that's giving us a little extra antibacterial.